Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Tanvi. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel because a lot of you guys that watch my videos aren't subscribed, and it would really mean a lot to me if you could just press the little subscribe button below. It takes 2 seconds and it makes such a difference to me. Today we're going to be doing a beauty favourites video, and I've never really done one of these before because obviously it is my first year on YouTube. When it comes to things like makeup, I really do stick to what I know, and I don't tend to try loads of different things once I found things that work. So make sure you've checked out my makeup tutorials. I'll put them up here, and in those tutorials I pretty much have my holy grail, my die-hard products and things that I use every single time I do my makeup. But this video is going to focus on products that have either come out this year, have been like hyped on TikTok, or I've just found and discovered this year. I'm going to start with moisturizer, which I use as primer. So I've got the Skin Food Light, and I think there's like a Skin Food not light version, so just like the normal version, but this is such an amazing base for makeup. I know a lot of makeup artists use it, but it's just a really thick and hydrating moisturizer. I have oily skin, so I was quite hesitant to use something quite intense, but this is so good, and it literally is the perfect base and primer for my makeup. I don't really use primers anymore. I literally just use this and go in with my makeup straight away. Okay, next up I'm going to talk about some liquid concealer and some liquid bronzer slash contour. Concealer wise, again, I don't really branch out. My go-to will and always has been Tarte Shape Tape, but a drugstore version which I think is a really good dupe for it is this. Now this is the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop concealer. It looks like this. I have the shade True Beige, which is quite yellow, but I feel like it's so good at covering my dark circles. It barely creases. It is quite thick, which is probably why it does all of those things, and I particularly do like quite a bright yellow under eye, which again is why I love this tone. And I think it's around £11, so really affordable, drugstore, and I couldn't recommend it enough. Now, something that I've discovered this year is like liquid bronzers and liquid contours. I feel like when you use more liquid products, especially things like base product, everything kind of melts into the skin a lot better, and it looks way more flawless than putting loads of layers of powders on. And a product that I have found this year, which I genuinely think is just not talked about enough, is the NYX Born to Glow Radiant Concealer, but I've got the shade Deep, so it's obviously like a lot darker than my skin colour. If you guys can see here, this is what it looks like. I think this is the best dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury Beauty Wands because it's shaped in a very similar way with this kind of like spongy top, and I literally just put a few dots here on my forehead and it blends so nicely. The fact that it's like a radiant concealer I think helps because it's definitely got like a luminous glow to it, which again really helps in making it look very skin-like and not too matte. So yeah, I definitely love this product. Next up we have a Pixie blush. Now I don't really like wearing blush. I've got to say I'm quite a contour and bronzer type of girl. I don't really like the pink look on my face, but this year, Pixie sent me a lot of PR, one of which was the On The Glow blushes. They gave me a set of 3. This is in the shade Fleur, which I think is such a pretty pink. This is what it looks like, and I always use it with a brush, so I'll just go in and dab my brush into the top, which is why it looks like that. It's quite disgusting. It really makes your skin glow, like it's so luminous, and it's because it's like a tinted moisturiser stick rather than it being like a full-on blush. It just looks so natural on the skin. It's not liquid, but it's more of like a cream, if that makes sense. Even with a brush, it just melts into the skin so nicely instead of powder blushes. Check them out. I think they've got a few more really nice shades as well. Okay, now I'm going to go on to some eye products, and now you guys will probably be like, oh my god, we've known about these and used these for years, but the main eyeshadow palettes that I've really discovered this year are the Huda Beauty Obsessions palettes. Now, I've got the Smoky Obsessions and the Topaz Obsessions, and this is very much like all of the eyeshadows I ever use and I need. So it's pretty much like bronzy, browns, a bit of black, and those are like my safe eyeshadow colours because I don't really know how to venture out when it comes to eyeshadow. So I absolutely love these. I do believe some of these are like no longer sold, so they might be discontinued, but there are hundreds and hundreds of Obsession palettes by Huda, and I just think they're the perfect size for travelling. You get 9 shades in them, which I think is amazing, and all 9 shades are ones that I use. They are so pigmented and such good quality eyeshadows as well. Like, yeah, I just love these. Next up we have mascara. You guys will probably not be shocked by this one, but this is the Maybelline Lash Sensational Sky High Mascara. This is the one that went absolutely crazy on TikTok and Instagram earlier in the year. This mascara and any other Maybelline mascara, I would say, are like the only mascaras I love and use now. And Maybelline was probably like my first brand of mascaras, and I've pretty much stuck to like the same three. This Sky High one is amazing for length, so if you want to make your lashes look longer, I would definitely recommend using this one. And then the other two are really good for volume, so I like to combine the two, but this is amazing. I also have the waterproof version, so it's actually insane. Like, it doesn't budge. It's a myth to get off, I can't lie, but it's actually worth it because it looks so good on. So yeah, I want to go into some highlighters now, and highlighter is literally like my favourite part of makeup, and I can't lie, my go-to highlighters are ones I didn't discover this year. I love the Fenty one and I love the Becca one. I think they're both beautiful on the skin. But two that I did try this year and I actually really like, one is the Charlotte Tilbury Beauty Wand, which is something I spoke about earlier. So it comes in like a highlighter version but also a contour and a blush version if you want to get all three. They're really good products, but this is the highlighter one and it's like this kind of champagne colour, so I feel like it would suit a lot of skin types, but it's a really easy way to add liquid highlighter into your makeup routine, because again, you just kind of like dot the sponge bit onto your skin, and it's quite a subtle glow, so it's good for every day. Like, it's nothing too crazy. So I really like this one if you're looking for like a liquid highlighter. And if you want to stick to a more conventional powder highlighter, I had to show you this one. This is the Dior Backstage highlighting palette, the one that Kylie Jenner uses, and again went absolutely nuts on TikTok. I pretty much stick to these brown ones. I don't really use this white one, and I like this pink one occasionally, but it's absolutely stunning on the skin. I've got it on now, so again, I don't know if you guys can see, it's a really subtle glow, but I love this for every single day. And the packaging and things, which I'm not really too fussed about normally, but it does make you feel quite luxurious. It's so pretty. Then last couple of bits for makeup. One is a lip product. Now again, I don't really venture out with my lip combo. I know lots of people try like loads of different liners and lipsticks, but I very much stick to what I like, and all of that is in my makeup tutorial, so go check that out. But something that I have discovered this year is the Maybelline Lifter Gloss. It has hyaluronic acid in it, which explains why it's so plumping and hydrating on the lips. This one is in the shade 008 Stone, and I think it's like the perfect brown / nude for brown skin girls. It is literally a dupe for Fenty, and also it literally tastes like sweets and coconut combined. It's so nice. Not that I eat it. I also love the fact that the doe foot is quite big, so it is just like really easy to use, which is why it reminds me of Fenty. But I love these lip glosses. You can get them in so many different shades, and I know a lot of people use these. And drugstore. Okay, the last makeup product I want to talk about is a setting spray. One that I have discovered this year is the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. I really like this because it's a can, so when you spray it, it's like, as it says, continuous, and it's a mist rather than the liquid sprays, which obviously can get a bit like patchy because you're spraying like actual liquid. Because this is in like a mist form, you can get like a really smooth application. It smells really nice as well, and I just think this is such a good spray. I use it before makeup, in between to give my face some hydration, and also after to set, and I think it's so great. I've gone through so many of these this year, and again, it's Morphe, so it's only like £12, which I think is quite reasonable. So yes, I definitely recommend this. So that is the end of my beauty favourites for 2021. Let me know what your favourites are in the comments below, and also if you try any of these out or you already have some of these, I would love to know, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Bye guys!